Okay, here we go. Trying to give you some light so we can see, but when this is all, actually that's still some mud up in there. I can show it to you better, but there's no holes. It's the inner fender where it comes down. I'm trying to make the light brighter. Let's see if this helps. That's the right side floor pan, inner fender, headlight bucket. The lighting is just, I'm sorry, I apologize, the lighting's bad. That's where the body bolts, and you can actually raise the body up. I lowered the body. Exhaust coming off the manifolds comes down. This side goes back, continues, hooks up here, and this is just a, this is actually a BMW part. These two are resonators, but it was a little bit too loud with this, so I added those, which are also resonators, anyway, that made it sound I kind of like it. Now here's the frame, and even though it looks like it's rusty, I'm gonna try to go slow. There's no rust. Same thing with the body. God, okay. All right, this is with the seat belts. It's got seat belts in the back. It's got shoulder harnesses in the front. A lot of Mercedes. And as it comes up through here, this is where I had to cut the tunnel for the transfer case. Sorry, I'm trying to get this light right so we can see better. There's your shifter. I just had to cut all this out, and actually this tunnel is all bolted. Everything's bolted in. You can see the bolts. So you can actually take the take the tunnel loose, and get it if you need to get it, if you need to get to it. But you can pretty much get to the shifter. There's the front drive shaft, and I've gone through these joints. Exhaust coming down. That's I've serviced the transmission, painted pan brown. C4, and like I said, reverse lights work. There's a neutral safety switch. See if I can get in there where you can see it. Sorry, I apologize. There's a neutral safety switch that's hooked up, and that actually goes to these two lights back here, which took the place of those lights, which are those are the turn signals now that have orange bulbs in them. I showed you that. Here's the Reese hitch. Here's the rear diff, going through the fluids on it. We've got all new brake hoses and hardware and all these lines. Sorry, it's hard to see. Lines have been replaced. It's hard to tell, but if we pull these, they've all been, all the wheel cylinders have been replaced. And this run mounted the power on the electric fuel pump. And it's got a new tank. New sending unit. Gauge works. Like I said, there's the Reese hitch. It's wired for the trailer. These are the mounting points. I was trying to show you in the picture. It's hard to see if that helps any. You can actually, like I said, I cut those and lowered it, but you could raise them up and raise the body even higher if you wanted to. Yeah, you can see the frame right there. There's that. These are the inner, you can see where they had to cut the rails off. The rail would have been here and here for the spring. So they cut that off for the leaf spring right there. If you can see that right there where I'm shining the light. That's where the leaf spring was, and that's where it was there. This kind of gives you an idea. Sorry. I mean, it looks rusty, but it's solid. It's the right inner fender. Sorry, I'm trying to get you a better idea. And right here's where the damage was, and I fixed that. It just needs to be boxed out and Bondo and stuff, and that's the rest of the, this is the I go slow. This is the frame rocker panel. It's still got some paint and stuff on it and mud. So it's a little better as it gets further up. There we go. That's the floorboard. Floorboard's over here. This is the left side. This is my panels. Here's the rail for this side. That's just dirt up in there. Okay. Same thing, this is the rear. That's where the spring was on the old one. Got married to the new one here. And this is the inner fender here, here, and here, and here. It's just dirt and stuff. Like I said, there's the new gas tank. This in pictures is just not giving you much as I'd like to if you were standing here, but like I said, this all can be, if you undercut this, which is what I was working on doing, it'll be fine. No major holes anywhere. Here's I was saying about there's an electric fan that I hooked up that just blows up air into the radiator even though you don't really need it. Here in Atlanta, when I'm sitting in traffic, it would get warm, but when I put this radiator in, which is a new Bayer out of a Mercedes SL, Euro SL, and hooked up to that tank up there. New lines, brake lines. That's this side, I think I showed you that, but that's the inner fender all up in there. Let's see here.